Welcome to Tech Bits with Aniket. In today's video, we are seeing how to configure Visual Studio Code to MinGW compiler and GDB debugger. In our previous video, we saw how to install MinGW compiler and how to check it is activated or not. In code.vsstudio.com, you can see end-to-end description how to install and configure VS Studio Code for compiler and debugger. MSYS2, which is the collection of tools and libraries providing you with an easy to use environment for building, installing and running native Windows software. It is a mandatory for C++ compiler to configure with VS Studio as well as debugger also. When you click direct link to the download, download can be started automatically. The file is downloading now. After that, you can right click and open when done. So after downloading, the file will be open automatically. Press next, 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 and installation is start. If your system is slow, it takes time, so I am fast forwarding that video. Yeah, now installation is complete. We need to press finish button. Then one terminal will be open. We need to copy paste that command. It is the MinGW64 toolchain installation command. We need to paste that in terminal and press enter. Now installation will be started. Then we need to accept the default number of package in the toolchain group. We need to press enter, and then yes or yes, we need to press Y and enter. Here also the installation can take some time, so to save the time I am fast forwarding the video. Now this installation is also completed. The next step is to add the path to the environment. So for that, here is the at the fourth point you can see C colon MSYS64 UCRT64 bin. That bin folder path we need to add our environment. First we can verify it is the correct path or not. Just copy that path and enter to the search bar. We need to paste that path to the file explorer. Hit enter. We can redirect it to MSYS64 folder. It is the bin folder, so that path is correct. Our toolkit is installed here, and that bin folder path we need to add in our environmental variable. For that, search env. We can see edit the system environment. Press enter. One window will pop up. Under the advanced tab, one environment variables button. You can see we need to press that button. There are lots of options here. User variable for Aniket and system variables. Those two separate windows are there. We need to change in the path. Be careful here. All are the system by default path. If you change anything, it will cost you more. So please re-verify the instructions. Under the user variable, select path, then edit, then we press simply new and paste copy that bin path. Okay. That's all. That path is added to our system environment. We can check if the compiler is installed or not by using command prompt. Opens command prompt. We need to type gcc --version. Yes, gcc toolkit is installed. Then similar for G++ and GDB. GDB is the debugger. G++ space --version. Yes, it is also installed. Now for GDB, yes, GDB is also installed successfully. Now we can create Hello World app so that we can check how the C++ code is running fine or not. And since the inception of computer programming, the phrase Hello World has held a special place in the hearts of programmers. It serves as a simple but powerful introduction to coding, and as we are beginners, so we can start practicing by welcoming C++ into our world. Now open VS Code. We need to install extensions for C++. Go to the extensions tab and type C++. You can all extensions related to C++. Choose C/C++ extension pack and install that. After successfully installation, you can restart the VS Code, or sometimes it may not require restarting. Now create a text file. Rename the file to hello_world and give it the extension with .cpp. Remember, cpp is for C++ file. I am copying a random code from the internet for testing. Now you can run that file. Just drop down and run C/C++ file. Then one drop down is there. Choose carefully. We need to choose G++, not GCC. GCC for C language, G++ for C++ language. So select that compiler. It is building active file. Yeah, now you can see hello world.exe file, and .exe file is a short for executable file. It is created by compiling source code using a compiler which translate the code into machine readable instructions that the operating system can directly execute. Build finished successfully. Excited with code 0. So I think our program is successfully run. Go to terminal. Yeah, the interpreter is equal to mi, and below that hello world is printed. So the code has run successfully and our program is executed successfully. You can see 3 files. One VS Code, it is automatically generated. Then build file hello world.exe and our code cpp file. Now we can understand how C++ works through a flowchart. C++ program execution flowchart typically follows these stages. First, write code. You write a C++ program and save it as .cpp, for example program.cpp or helloworld.cpp. Second one is compilation. The compiler, for example G++ program.cpp, translate the C++ code into machine code. Third one is error checking. If there are syntax errors, you must fix them and recompile them. Fourth one is linking. The compiler links libraries and dependencies to create an executable. Fifth one is execution. The operating system loads the executable into memory and the CPU executes it. And last but not least, sixth one, output display. The program runs and displays the output on the screen, and in the terminal we can see the results. That's all for today. For more informative videos, please like, share and subscribe Tech Bits with Aniket. Have a good day.